So now we heard the lecture by Sri Acharya Jagdanand Das Ji Maharaj, wherein he said that how much important it is to study Sanskrit, because whether people accept it or not, the kind of Vyakaran grammar which is available in Sanskrit, how nicely this language is formulated, there is no other language like this. And it is a very scientific, mathematical formula based language, the Sanskrit language. The way the sutras are composed in this by Rishi Panini, and then Sri Jiva Gosvami Pad composed these sutras. If we study this, then intelligence develops, which is very important in every field. In any field, if we want success, there we need intelligence. If from the beginning we use this language, and language is the medium by which we communicate our thoughts to others, so if our language is good, if we have very good knowledge of the language, then we can express our thoughts in a very clear way to others. All the politicians, they have this quality of using language very nicely, and based on their use of language, they influence others. Rest, whatever is there, what they will do later or they will not do, that is different thing. But at the time of election, they give their lectures only, and they influence the public through their talks. So this is the power that language has. It is very important to study this. If one has studied Sanskrit, he can learn any other language, because he gets that qualification that how language operates. And this Sanskrit language is not just a language, it is a darshan, it is a philosophy. Language you will learn, but this language has its own philosophy, which is the Sphotavad given by Sri Bhartrihari, and then later granthas written by Nagesh Bhatta. They are all philosophical books. They just don't contain only Vyakaran. It is not just Vyakaran, but behind that there is a lot of philosophy, because everything works based on language. In this world, there is no knowledge which can be without language, without words. So if we learn the Shabda, the words, then we can use it everywhere. Because generally people think that what is the use of learning Sanskrit? Will I get food by learning Sanskrit? Yes, you will get, but first you study. But if you simply keep speaking like that, then how it will be possible? So he gave a very nice talk on Sanskrit, and now we are witnessing this revolution in our country about Sanskrit. Many people in the foreign countries, they are also learning Sanskrit. They are having interest in Sanskrit because they have money, they have time. So they are also paying their attention to this. So nowadays we have many institutions in India which are engaged in teaching Sanskrit. So it's a great opportunity that here also study of Sanskrit is going on in our institution, and our acharyas are teaching Sanskrit. So I request all of you to study wholeheartedly. Don't think what will happen by studying this. Wherever you will go, you will be respected. Based on your language, you will be respected everywhere if you can learn this language properly, and its usage will always increase. Now the revolution that we are seeing in this country, this revolution will not stop. Nobody can stop this revolution. America's great philosopher Sheldon Pollock, he had written earlier that Sanskrit is dead. It's a dead language. So now there is a big revolution against such statement, and he is also repenting for having spoken like this. I had also given my opposition to this. There was a conference in Delhi. I had also spoken there, and we proved there that Sanskrit is not a dead language and it will never die. It is a living language and it will always be living. Because this language contains such immense knowledge, you can translate it, but in that translation you cannot give that same bhava, the same understanding. What translation can you give for the word dharma, the word karma? What translation will you give for Swarga, for Vaikuntha? In English there is no word for that. So we have to learn these words in Sanskrit only. So that's why it is essential to study Sanskrit. Even if you want to learn English, Sanskrit will help you in that. In Sanskrit, I can ask you a question in English. You can't give answers to that English sentences. Like if I tell you it is raining. Now if I ask you what is the meaning of it in this sentence, so there is no answer for that. What is the meaning of it in the statement it is raining? Whatever is your subject, Uddesh, and then there is Videya. So you have no answer for that. But in our Sanskrit, each and everything is absolutely clear. There has been a lot of deliberation on Shabda, what is Artha. When you say cow, what does it mean? What we are writing, ga, a, ya, that is cow, or the word that is guy, or who is standing outside with 4 legs, she is cow, or the thought in our mind, that is cow, what is cow? So everything is discussed in Sanskrit. There is a lot of deliberation on these issues. So wholeheartedly please learn it. It will be immensely beneficial in your life. It will be immensely beneficial in your bhajan also. It will not just develop your language of your intelligence, it will purify your heart also. That is why it is called Sanskrit. Like you must have seen, if you go in a jail, in a prison cell where criminals are being placed, there you will never find any Sanskrit Pandit there. Those who know Sanskrit, they do not perform such activities. One who studies Sanskrit, his whole thought process will get reformed. The language is such. It is not just a language, it is a whole philosophy. So that is why Jagdanand Ji Maharaj, I am very grateful to him that he gave such a nice talk, and the way he said that he has a lot of foreign disciples who are learning Sanskrit. They are even trying to converse in Sanskrit. So for Indians it is very easy, because our native languages, they have so many words which are derived from Sanskrit, whether we speak in Bengali or Hindi. So the languages are quite similar to Sanskrit. So it's an occasion of great pleasure that from our Jiva Chaitanya Shiksha Sansthan, student Shri Gaur Gopal Goswami Ji, he has secured the first rank in the Acharya exam of Sampurnanand University. So from Sampurnanand Sanskrit University, he has been felicitated, and this is his medal. So it's a matter of great pleasure that our students, from our institution, we have such qualified, capable individuals and students, and I expect that other students will also derive inspiration from such qualified students and achieve accolades from Sampurnananda University.